Now, here's your host, John Curley.
Evening, everyone, and welcome to the show. Do you realize that half of all Americans believe in UFOs? That according to a recent survey. In fact, there's one Seattle scientist not only believes in UFOs, he says that even as we speak, we are being invaded by aliens. But don't worry, he has come up with a solution. We can all protect ourselves from this invasion. St. Brian has a story.
It's an idea so powerful it has drawn millions into movie theaters. An alien race invading planet Earth and taking over the world. Stuff of pure fantasy, right? Not to Seattle inventor Michael Mencken.
We are being invaded right now. And they are taking children as well as adults.
Mencken, a brilliant technical writer who's worked for Boeing and NASA, has spent much of his life gathering evidence of alien abductions. Among the most disturbing, dozens of drawings by a young Texas girl named Ariel.
This is Ariel. Here's an alien. Here's an alien baby. Now we have a drawing of aliens coming to get her as she actually sees them landing.
I remember this light, it was in the sky, but...
9-year-old Ariel first began drawing aliens 5 years ago.
They're like this with these wide eyes, like that. They have really small noses, mouths, but they don't talk.
They didn't talk?
Yeah, they talk through their mind.
Here, Ariel has tried to illustrate this telepathic communication. She has also drawn pictures of herself strapped down on an examination table, aliens coming for her brother, and herself playing with little alien babies. What did her mother think of these drawings?
I felt afraid. I felt like this is more real to me now than ever.
More real because JONI says she, too, has been frequently abducted by aliens.
So this may sound crazy, but I also have memories of having a baby and having this baby removed from me. Being taken more than once. I'm sorry.
So what's going on? It's a mystery only science can resolve and yet remains largely unexamined. What we do know is that there are as many as 3 million Americans who say they've encountered aliens. And among hardcore believers, one frightening theory comes up over and over again about these visits.
What the aliens are planning to do is put their own race on our planet. So their process now is to create that race that uses some human genes mixed with their genes. As fantastic as the story sounds.
Look again at the babies Ariel drew. Mencken says they're hybrids, part human, part alien.
They start taking the children when they're a very young age. They actually have these children play with their hybrid children to teach their hybrid children how to be humans.
Because mainstream science has scoffed at such ideas, Michael Mencken has decided to take on the aliens himself. His weapons, a hairdryer, leather helmets, and $200 rolls of an anti-static product called Velostat.
Right now, the thought screen helmet is the only thing the entire human race has to stop aliens.
The secret is in the Velostat. Mencken says it jams telepathic communication from aliens.
And people wear this, and when they wear it, the aliens cannot communicate with them, and it actually works better than I thought it would. I found that in a lot of cases, the aliens don't even come down when they wear the hat.
To date, Mencken has sent more than 50 thought screen helmets around the world.
I'm not making any money off this at all. I give the hats away for free. Everything is for free.
Including the one JONI wears.
I wear the hat all day. I wear a helmet at night. I've been doing this for the past 5 years.
JONI says she no longer feels afraid. She hasn't been abducted since she began wearing the hats. Ariel also wears a helmet.
Even though it messes up your hair, it's not the hair that's important. It's more like your protection from aliens.
Michael, there's a huge portion of our viewers just aren't going to believe a word of this story.
Oh, I get ridiculed a lot.
What do you say to the skeptics?
My strategy is if I keep making more hats and finding more abductees with hats, I will get more evidence, and that's exactly what's happening. Now I have some videos.
Oh my God.
Shot by a California woman, the videos do show unidentifiable objects.
They're not human creatures. They're nothing that you could make with a computer.
But they could be reflections, cars in the distance. Hardly the irrefutable evidence that will convince the world. Still, Mencken isn't giving up.
I'm 100% convinced. It takes me almost 4 hours to make one of these, and I made a lot. I work almost every weekend making either baseball caps or leather hats, so I must be convinced.
Ever since Close Encounters enchanted moviegoers in the 70s, scientists and UFO believers alike have dreamt of the contact experience. Michael Mencken wants to warn the world. He says it's already happening.
Mr. Mencken became fascinated by things interplanetary at a young age.
My father was the creator of Captain Video, which was the first television science fiction show, which ran from 1949 to 1956.
Captain Video and the Ranger raced toward Atoma in their space rocket to save the famous scientist.
At its peak, more than 125 stations carried the program.
We've cleared the substratospheric wall. Next stop, Mother Earth.
We were interested in UFOs, and we did buy books at that time. I have books of that era.
Mencken also read science fiction. In fact, it was Doc Smith's 1951 classic, Gray Lensman, that gave Mencken the idea to develop thought screen helmets.
If you want to find out about what Mr. Mencken is up to, go to king5.com. We'll link you over to his site. There is a neighborhood in Issaquah where you do not want to tell your neighbors your birthday.